We're kicking back here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. We are 1 week away from the draft, and we got some good rumors going around. CeeDee Lamb possibly a target for the Eagles. Eagles wanting to trade up. I can't believe this. I hope it's true. I need the Eagles to trade up one way or the other. Thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate that so much. I'm on a little early today. I'm going to be releasing another video tonight, and then I'm going to be streaming with Bad Dog. So if you guys want to see me hang out later on with Bad Dog, come to that. So I figured, though, I might as well come on early. It's all smoke, Willie says. Maybe. It could be quite possible. Jefferson to the Saints? Yeah, I think that's a good fit. Night Art, what's up? Sora, what's going on? Bigger Mike, the CeeDee Lamb rumors got you excited? Very cool. Ref Taco, what's up, man? You got it, buddy. Dwayne Philly, go Eagles. Dominant, what's up with you? Lamb the man, absolutely. These are already going really, really fast. Andrew says, no Lamb chops. Why can you not like CeeDee Lamb? Jesse Moreno, what's up? Kareem, what's up? Elliot, what's up? Leave, what's up? Everybody, what's up? I can't keep up with these. You guys are too quick with the typing. I think CeeDee Lamb would be fantastic. He reminds me of DeAndre Hopkins. No question about it. No question about it. Oh, JJ, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I can't wait to say Wentz throws a touchdown to CD. TD for CD. I love it. Me too. Thank you for super chat. Will Nelson, what's up? Ritter, what's up? Don't matter, bro. The last time you all went to Super Bowl is when Troy was the quarterback. Look how long ago. You must be talking about Dallas. Trainwreck, what's up with you? Eagles champ, what's up? Thank God for the distraction fighting with other YouTube dopes who think we can land a fourth for Ortega. Who said that? What would be too much for Lamb? I don't know. Maybe 2 firsts, maybe. Kara, what's up with you? CD has best hands, probably. Philly, what's up with you, my man? Everybody, shout out to Philly. Go sub them up if you haven't. I watched your video on trade rumors. It was pretty good. I can't wait till next Thursday night around midnight. Around midnight? Why? What's at midnight? North Philly says stay at 21. Man, I tell you what, the one thing I don't think this Eagle team is going to do is stay at number 1. Do you know, since Howie Roseman's been GM, they've traded their pick one way or the other in 6 of the 9 drafts? I don't think they're staying. Let's sell the farm and get 2 or 3 of the top receivers. Now you're talking, Big Ben. Aguilar stinks. I agree. Johnny Blaze, what's happening? Just don't give up a second from this, and it will be great. You know what? In my video that I'm doing tonight, one of the things I did talk about was not giving up your second round pick this year. If you could do it without that, then I'm in. Skylar, yes, I got it right this time. Skylar, thank you for the super chat. Skylar is here, you dingbat. If Howie trades up for Lamb, he better not sell the farm. I think it's all smoke. Howie's trading back, I bet. It could be true. You could be right. Thank you for the super chat. Did you listen to Greg Cosell's assessment of the wide receiver? He likes Mims. I didn't see it, Sean. I'll have to check it out. When are you going to go live with Bad Dog? Tonight. Tonight at 7 p.m. 10 Pacific. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. What's up, Slimmer? When are you going to go live with Bad Dog? Yeah, I read that one. Breaking news, Eagles signed Devontae Freeman. Rock the Artist, what's going on with you? Yes, Darby does stink. Howie the Magician Roseman, he's got to do something. It's nice to see Howie Roseman awaken from his slumber. Philly fan, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Let's see if Ruggs falls. There's no chance Ruggs falls to 21. I can't believe that. Mr. Blue, hey Philly 500, I got done clapping. Oh yeah, Hawker, good for you, man. Very proud of you. Kareem, Niners might take Ruggs. They could. Texas boy Dak stinks. Wentz was the best? I agree. What would you trade to get CD? I would probably trade my first this year, a second next year, and a third this year. That's what I would offer to get up to 10. George says, what up, Philly? What did I miss? Nothing much, man. Thanks for the super chat. Cloud, what's going on with you, man? What would it take to bring in Odell? I don't think that rumor with Odell was actually true. Broncos are trying to trade up with Cleveland. Yes. I talk about that in today's video too, because these things are all smoke screens. So hard to know right now. Midnight, the first round will be over, and we'll know who the Eagles. Oh, okay, I got you. I mean, we focus on defense and the free agency. Makes sense to go after a receiver. You got to go after a receiver. Odell Beckham, I don't think he's getting traded. Yo, 500, getting your boy Mark Holmes heated about his garbage ass quarterback wants. Yeah, get him all pissed off. Mike Nixon, thank you for super chat. Denver's trying to trade up wide receiver. I heard for Lamb. I heard that too. You wonder if that's off the backs of hearing what the Eagles are going to do. Jeez, how many? Oh, Bad Dog, thank you for super chat, buddy. King Dingbat, my man, can't wait for tonight. Going to be fun. Pound NASA Dog. Pound Breaking Bad Dog. CeeDee Lamb, best receiver in the draft, 10:30 p.m. tonight. That's right, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be on Bad Dog's channel, everybody. You'll want to see me there. First, second, and a fourth. If I cannot give my second this year, I think the Broncos will trade up to 10 for Ruggs, and the Raiders will get CeeDee, and the Eagles will trade a 13 for get Judy. Okay. I think it's very interesting that all of a sudden the Broncos want to get up to 10. See, I think all these teams are there's just deception, smoke screens, all sorts of crazy stuff going on. You don't really know what's going on. Last week before the draft is where teams leak mass amounts of misinformation and real information. That's the whole thing. You're going to hear, I guarantee you, by the time the draft comes, you're going to hear the Eagles want to trade out. You're going to hear the Eagles don't like any of the top 3 receivers. You're going to hear the Eagles like this guy. They're going to hear the Eagles like that guy. It's all going to happen. Big Moose, thank you for the super chat. What's poppin', Philly 500? Let's get Lamb or Ruggs. Make the move, Howie. Let's do it. Now, that I'm excited because I'm the only one that's been pretty much talking about trading up, and now there's actually rumors to it. Big Ben says, like and subscribe or draft a punter in the first round. Thank you so much, Big Ben. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We're going to be doing this a lot coming up because we got a lot of stuff to talk about with the draft. George Redden, thank you so much for the super chat. I commented on Mark's video speaking facts about Carson. Then he removed my comment. He's really sensitive. If I was a Cowboys fan, I would be too. Thank you for super chat. I'm going to have to go after him. Virtual draft, can't wait to see how it plays out. I can't wait till Dallas drafts a punter by mistake. Offer says, 500, what's going on, buddy? What's up with you, man? I didn't listen to Howie today. Not yet, I haven't. Cosell likes Michael Pittman later draft. I like him too, and I like Chenault. Filioso, my man, what's up? Yo, 500, we are 1 week away. I can't wait. Y'all getting Lamb, Phil? We'll see, ready. I'm not trading all them picks for an unknown. Remember, Kevin White was supposed to be the next. Yeah, but the problem is who do you trust picking who do you trust picking the receivers? I mean, why do people have so much confidence in Howie Roseman when he's never picked a good receiver? Period. He's never done it. Even the first round receiver bust. What is it? First round's like 40%. He's 0%. I'll take my chance. Mav says he wants Ruggs, period. I hear you, but I'll take Lamb. Donnie Beck says, yo, Philly, why is Bad Dog a mad dog? Because the Giants always stink. Trade up or down, no staying at 21. I think you have to move. Hey, yo, how you doing? Yo, you know that since is out in the media, Howie's probably not going to do this. Just a smoke screen. It could be, Bob. You could be right. But I assure you that there's going to be a lot of smoke screens coming. I heard the Browns want to trade down. Yeah, they do. The Browns want to trade down, and I heard the Broncos are trying to trade up. Scholars, thank you for super chat. Eagles going 14-2 this season. You heard it here first. All right. I got to see what they do on offense first, but I love it. I am torn between wide receivers. I can't decide. Well, as long as they come out and it works out, right? Big Mike says, facts, Philly. Watch Dak sit out and see how fast the Cowboys fans turn on him. They're already turning on him. We should draft a good wide receiver. Absolutely. Get Mims at 21. I like Mims. Who do I think we're getting? I think we're getting one of the top 3 wide receivers. Modern Day J, thank you for the super chat. How high do you think we have to jump for CeeDee Lamb? Great question. Thank you for the super chat. Let me think about that. Oh, JJ Trill, thank you for the super chat. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, did. Wentz. You're right. Thank you, buddy. I think you have to get, if you want to be safe, I think you have to get to like 9 or 10 to be safe, right? But you may not make a trade until, let's say, he gets 11. Like, the Eagles may say, we want to trade for CeeDee Lamb, But we're not going to trade until he reaches this point. If he gets to 12, we trade up. Something like that. I don't think they can get to 9. I think they could get to 10 or 11. Dak would only be doing them a favor by sitting out. They may get a real quarterback. Maybe. Cowboy fans talk so much on Carson like they really wish they had Carson. Pathetic. I love it, man. Thanks God we don't have Dak. I guarantee we wouldn't want to. Oh, I agree. And look, they forget that we beat them to win a division last year. Eagles trade this year's first, next year's first, and second, and Douglas Jacksonville get first and Yannick. That's a lot. I don't know if I want to give it that many first up. Lamb's biggest strength is his footwork. It's insane. Lamb's got unbelievable hands, unbelievable catch radius. I would love him. We got to get a linebacker, a good one. Yeah, look, we do, but the Eagles don't value linebacker. I'm telling you, they won't take one till the 4th. J-Hot says, Judy 1, 2 Mims, 3 Higgins, Rager for the Eagles to take. I say double dip, back to back, grab. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on the double dip. Hey, 500, did you hear about Jeffrey Lurie planned to allow fans to enter a raffle to design for a play. Oh, I didn't. I'll design one for his ass. Lamb or Ruggs? If we move up, Jefferson or Rager if we stay at 21. Okay. Dallas Cowboys will lose. I love you too. What do you know? I love you too. Do the Bad Dog song. Bad Dog is a mad dog, cause he knows the Giants always stank. They trade all the Beckham draft. Daniel Jones, he's got the other on YouTube, and he works for NASA. Thank you. 500 is the Folesian Society. No, Folesian Society is in full effect. They haven't shut down. I get crushed every day by the Folesian Society. They're here and they're real. Mims said the Eagles have shown the most interest. He said they have spoken at least 4 or 5 teams. That's good. I love Mims. Would you rather have Lamb or Judy? I have Lamb slightly ahead of Judy. Baby, like, subscribe, or draft a punter. Yeah, you don't want to draft a punter in the first round. So make sure you like and subscribe, or we're screwed, dude. We're going to be kicking, and it's going to be your fault. Carson's better than Dak. Thank you, Bad Dog. Skyler says Dallas is going to get Jalen Hurts in the second round. That would be it for Mr. Dak Prescott. I hope the Eagles move up to get Lamb because you laugh out loud have to give up a whole lot. I don't know that you're going to have to give up a whole lot. I mean, you're going to have to give up something, but I don't think it's as much as people think. Cowboys are trading Dak and getting a good quarterback in the NFC. Better watch out. We'll see. They forgot we beat them with Wawa employees. Yeah, we beat them with Wawa employees running with hoagies. And yes, we beat them, and they forget about it. They just ignore it. Like, do you notice how Cowboy fans just ignore what happened in December? They just ignore it. It don't matter. It never happened. Mark Holmes, it never happened. He tried to run the whole season, not play it. Fans went off on him. Mark had to get double moonwalked in his own ass on his own stream. Butcher block and Patriots talk. Thank you for the super chat. I can't believe I'm a Pats fan and I'm donating to an Eagle fans. Thank you. Philly 500, you are the man, bud. Really enjoyed the channel. Keep up the great work. Butcher's block, thank you for the super chat, man. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What is going on? There we go. Now, I'm sorry if I'm missing these. There's 404 people here. If you haven't, please like, please subscribe. We're only at 107 likes. Let's at least get those likes to 200. Let's get him up to 200. If we can do that, I'll be so happy. We're going to be streaming a lot, by the way. I'm looking at streaming this weekend. I may do a live stream draft. I think that would be kind of cool. We'll see, but it's going to be busy. And next week, and a week from now, we'll be here live for the draft. Round ones, day 1, day 2 at least. 500, if we take Lamb on draft night, you have to buy the jersey, right? Then and there on the stream. Maybe I will. I know there's a couple people I'm going to have to buy a hat for. Mark Holmes is delusional when it comes to Dak Prescott. That's really not a good example. No, it's true. 500, you streaming the draft? I'm streaming the draft. Whole thing. Are we going to do the thing that we did with Don Terry and Cox with Lamb or Judy? You know what, Rev Taco? I mentioned that in my video tonight because tonight I talked about smokescreens, right? Like, for example, the Eagles, they come out yesterday. The Eagles want CeeDee Lamb. They want to go up against CeeDee Lamb. Well, you know you have to get to like 10 or 11, right? So all of a sudden today, the Broncos, they want to trade up to like 10 with the Browns. So to me, how do you know the Eagles don't throw that out there? You get a team like the Broncos to move up from 15, take their guy. The Browns are sitting at 15 and they don't take a receiver, or they're willing to trade with you there and it costs you less to get a guy like Ruggs. It's all smokes and screens, you know what I mean? It's an enigma wrapped in a riddle, you know? It's all crazy. Leonardo, what's up with you? Repent says, Philly 500, play the CD. Play the CD. I love it. Yes, we're going to have a good CD. We're going to have to come up with a CeeDee Lamb song. A lot of rumors about other teams that want to trade up for wide receivers. Your gut feeling that we won't do it? Love from the 760 Kali, my dude. Thank you, D-Man. My gut feeling has been since day one that the Eagles were going to end up with Henry Ruggs. I'm going to say my gut feeling still remains the same. The Eagles are going to trade up. Maybe not for Lamb, but they're going to at least come out with Ruggs. Do you think the Eagles are getting a linebacker, or is it just talk? I don't think the Eagles would ever take a linebacker in round 1 or round 2. I think it's totally to screw people up. The Eagles, they don't have a history of it. Skylar, thank you for the super chat. I'm out of here, Dingbat. Love your channel, bro. Keep it up. Eagles sweeping the division this season, and how he's going to crush this draft. I love it, man. I love it. Thank you so much. CD for the TD. I like it. What time are you streaming? Bad Dog streaming. We're streaming 10:30 on Bad Dog's channel. So if you haven't clicked the link, I didn't put a link for Bad Dog. Damn it, I forgot. Bad Dog, I'm sorry, man. But go to Bad Dog's channel, and you can subscribe to him there. I'll be on there. We're going to talk about, who knows, probably his ugliest feat, his job at working for NASA and lying with green screens, all sorts of stuff. I meant to put his damn link in the description. My bad, Bad Dog. Goku, what is up, buddy? Dude, Goku, the last 2 episodes of Better Call Saul have been like maybe the 2 best episodes of Better Call Saul. Like, it's Breaking Bad level shit. You know, it's awesome. 500, would the Eagles trade Ertz and a second to trade up, but keep the 21st and draft 2 receivers in the first? If they could do it, I don't know if a team is going to give you that much for a 29-year-old tight end. That's the problem. However, maybe if you throw that in there. Connor says, are you going to collab with LB with Philly Sports? Yeah, I'm going to talk to Philly Sports Network about tomorrow. And then me and LB are going to do something before the draft. I just sent him something for our draft board. He's sending me something today. Yeah, Bad Dog Sports on YouTube. That's right. Thank you, Bigger Mike. Are you going to... Yeah, so I am going to collab with both those guys. Why would we draft a punter in the first round when Carr? Because you didn't subscribe. Anybody didn't subscribe you, buddy, that's a curse. Could be crazy. Yeah, Goku was amazing. It was amazing. Only 5 good wide receivers out of the whole draft? I don't know. Ozark is the best series on Netflix, Philly. I watched a little of it, like 2 episodes in. So that's all I'm at so far. So far it's a little slow, but I mean, you know, we'll have to see. Yeah, it's going to be fun tonight. Do you know of any mock simulators that will let us make trades? Yeah, I do. I have one that I use, but I forget. And I'm sorry if I'm missing these. These are going so quick. I put the damn thing on slow mode, and it's still never slow. I'm going to have to go to like 120 seconds. 436 people here, 179 likes. Please like, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And be sure to go sub up on my man Bad Dog for tonight, because we're going to be in there talking. 500, would you trade up for Isaiah Simmons? I love Isaiah Simmons. He's the only defensive player I would trade up for. I would. If he got to 10, I would trade up for that. I would throw everything out the window for him. Truancy, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate that so much. Pro Football Network lets you make trades. Yeah, maybe that's the one I have to find out which one I'll use. I'll tell you guys. I'll post it. For every like 500 gets a Cowboy fan cries. Yeah, every like I get a Cowboy fan cries. I love that. That is beautiful. If the Eagles don't trade up, I think CD, Judy, Ruggs, Jefferson could all go 11, 12, 13. Yeah, anywhere from like 11 to 15 is going to happen. What we got to hope for is we got to hope for these quarterbacks to go and these offensive linemen to go. And if that can happen, maybe some of these guys drop. I actually wanted to do a mock draft with you tonight, but didn't get to test it out. Oh, that would have been fun. I want Ruggs, not Lamb. I'll take either. I think Ruggs is, you know, that great speed threat, but I mean, I think overall, I think CeeDee Lamb is instant starter. Will you be on your channel or Mad? I'll be on Bad Dog's channel. Bad Dog the Mad Dog's channel. The Eagles raffle tickets cost $10 to $100. That goes directly to Corona Relief, and the fans who wins gets to go to training camp. Very cool. Would I like Jarvis Landry? I mean, I wouldn't give up a lot. What is he, a slot receiver? I'm more concerned with the outside. You know? Eagle fan, keeping it real. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that so much. Word in the streets is that Nick runs a 4.38 40. Bring him back as a wideout, son. Who? Nick who? Nick Foles? Thank you for the super chat. Who runs a 4.38? Hey, Eagle fans, should Eagles sign Devon? No, I don't want him. What's up, Troy? Chiefs have $177 in cap space left. Chiefs fans I talked to think Clowney could go there. That's funny. Well, they're going to have to make some sort of move. Big back in the mid-round. Nick Ray, who's Nick? Bring him back. Who? Bring him back. Rager is the next best thing to Ruggs. I like Ayuk. KJ Hamler size worries me. Yeah, it worries me a little bit. I like Brandon Ayuk a lot. I'm hoping he falls in the second. Yo, 500, do you think Mims is a day one starter? I don't know, Kevin. That's a good question because he may not be. You know, you may have to insert him. I think Lamb and Judy are day one starters. I don't know about Mims, though. But I do think that Mims may have the biggest upside out of anybody. Oh, we got 0 dislikes? That's insane. That never happens. Phil 500, in my opinion, only Justin Jefferson will be the perfect fit for Carson. See, I don't see it. I don't see him. Nick Foles, son. All right. You have Foles in society. He ran 4.38. Foles couldn't run 4.38. He couldn't even roll 4.38. I don't think Jefferson's just is the perfect fit. I think Jefferson. What scares me about Jefferson is, can he play on the outside? Am I getting a true number one wide receiver? Am I getting that X receiver? I don't know with Justin Jefferson. I don't want to take a chance. Foles is one of the oh, yeah. Did I get your super chat? I didn't see it, MC Philly. Let me go back and look for it. There's a lot of stuff coming at me. I didn't see it. When did... Oh, there it is, MC Philly. I got it, man. Thank you. Sorry I missed it, MC Philly. You the man, pray for Monty G. I don't know if you heard. I have not heard, man, but thank you for the super chat. What happened? What happened to Monty G? What are you talking about? What do you talk about Jefferson running like a cheetah? He's decent speed, but what I hear about him is he can't play outside. Isn't Jefferson an improvement over Greg Ward in the slot? Yeah, but I mean, do you really want to take a slot wide receiver with the 21st pick? Shouldn't the goal be to get a legitimate X receiver, like a number one wide receiver? To me, it seems like that's what I need. MK Ultra Mind Control Project Bluebird. Project Blue Bean. Yeah, I know it. And Big Ben says it. Like and subscribe or draft a Cowboy fan in the first round. We can't draft Cowboy fans. Von Miller's tested positive. Interesting. Second player, huh? Monty G has... I didn't hear that. Well, most likely he'll be all right. On my second channel, I made Judy versus Lamb mix. I would like to see it. I would love for us to draft one of those two. Me too. Sora says Lamb in the first, Van Jefferson in the second, Cesar Ruiz in the third. Let's get it, boys. I mean, I think that's a pretty good draft right there. But I think Ruiz goes in the second or earlier. And so maybe you get Van Jefferson in the third. Ruggs is a perfect fit for the... Oh, there's no question. No question Ruggs is perfect. The only thing better than getting Lamb is bringing back Kelly Green. We need the Kelly Green. Brandon in round 2. I would love Brandon Ayuk, Devin King, thank you for super chat. We need to draft 3 receivers, and Van Jefferson needs to be one of them. Thank you for the super chat. I have no problem with Van Jefferson. I like him. Now, I think he's more... I have him as around third round pick. But I like him. CeeDee Lamb or Judy... First pick, then your next pick, Penn State wide receiver. You know what? In my video tonight, I came up with that exact scenario because even if you trade up for CeeDee Lamb, I could double dip at wide receiver. I still got to pick another receiver. I'm going to go for a speedster. If I get CeeDee Lamb, let's say it happened, I'm trading for speedster. Ruiz went from the 4th to the 1st to the 3rd to back to the 2nd to 3rd. Mocks are inconsistent. Oh, mocks are very inconsistent, yeah. I think the whole Lamb trade up is a diversion for us to get Henry Ruggs. It could be. It could be. That is possible. Ruggs does fit Carson. Absolutely. Philly, would you be interested in Tyler Boyd? Jefferson won't be an Eagle. If he doesn't end up in Denver, Dallas will bite. Their D has holes anywhere, but that's a total Jerry. Why is Dallas though? Why is Dallas so? Why are Dallas fans wanting a wide receiver so bad? I don't understand this. Don't you need a corner? Aren't there going to be corners like C.J. Henderson, guys like that? Maybe a safety? I mean, I just can't imagine Dallas wasting a first-round pick on a receiver. Duvernay is better than Hamler. Duvernay is going to be a very good player. I want the Eagles to trade down, get Ayuk and Duvernay. Those two are what? Yeah, look, I like them too. I like them too. I'll be sure to tell Jerry Jones about your diversions. Definitely. He's a dingbat. Blue Motivation, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Judy played slot and was never guarded by number one receiver. Number one defensive back college, so he's questionable. Judy played out on the outside. What do you mean? I watched a lot. Every tape I watched, he was on the outside. Do you have enough toilet paper 500? I feel higher on Handler than most people. Yeah, I got 3 cases still. Look, let me tell you. I am the biggest conspiracy theorist in the world, right? I am. I watch all this stuff. Bad Dog will tell you. I know all this stuff. I watch all this stuff. So when they were talking about like this virus back in like November, December, I was already like, it's coming here. I better go get stuff while I'm out. And every time I went out, I got a little this, I got a little that. I'm stocked. I don't even need to go outside. I just make excuses to. Judy is an outside receiver. Exactly. Philly 500. Carson needs to pick his wide receivers. Forget Howie. Any gut named Howie, forget about it. Yes. Well, I got a video coming on what kind of receivers Carson Wentz likes. Because people keep saying to me, well, what does Carson want? We know what you want, but what does he want? I know what he wants. I figured it all out. LT, what's up, buddy? 500. Do we get our second ring before Dallas gets 6? Yes, we do. Why? Because Dallas stinks. Dallas will not win a Super Bowl for another 25 years. I put the Philly 500 curse on them. One of my early videos, I put a Philly 500 curse on them. 500 Dallas fans know that Cooper will sit out on crucial plays late in the game. Well, yeah, that's why I don't like him. Why do you think who do you think one player that is going to go way earlier than every expects in the draft? Way earlier? Well, that's a good question. I've got, you stumped me on that one. I have to think about that for a minute. Dallas is the biggest dumpster fire I can think of. Dallas still stinks. Philly also, they do. I just cover the, I just cover the NFL. I like both teams. I like both teams are my favorite teams. You can't have 2 favorite teams. My draft goes Ruggs in the first. I like it. Michael Pittman in the second. He's a little early. And third, Antoine Brooks Jr. I like him too. I think you could get Pittman in the third. But I like it. Dallas has social distanced themselves from the Super Bowl. They need to stay 6 years apart continuously. Absolutely. No, Kelsey's not retiring. We must be smoking. Eagles won't get another Super Bowl ring for another. We're going to get one in the next 2 years. Do you want Flacco for the Eagles? Not really. I mean, Flacco can't even pass a physical, right? Am I correct? He couldn't pass a physical. Everyone stop what they're doing and like and subscribe. Thank you, Big Ben. Yes, please like and subscribe if you haven't. We're going to be streaming a lot leading up to draft and on draft night. So you don't want to miss it. Please like, please subscribe. Appreciate it. Kelsey announced he's not retiring from the NFL, just from arm wrestling. Yes, he's retiring from arm wrestling. 500. Draft Jefferson at 21. Okay. Or trade for Julio with your 20. Julio Jones? They can't trade Julio Jones. I think they got like a $30-something million hit if they tried. 500, you're fast. You're fast because Carson needs to pick his receivers. Forget Howie. Any guy named Howie, forget about. No, I hear you on that. But I know exactly who he would pick. Dallas Cowboys absolutely blow. They do. JJ Trilla, thank you for the super chat, buddy. You seen Slay getting worked? Nah, I almost screwed it up. You seen Slay putting his work in? I did. Gallup can't beat him. Come on. If we get CeeDee, we still need that speedster to replace D Jackson in a few years. Who could we take? I would like Ayuk. I'd like Rager. I'd like Hamler. You got to get somebody. You got to double dip in this draft. I would trade our 21st pick, a second, and a 2021 third for the Browns in the 10th. So you would trade your first two picks this year. You would still have a third pick and 3/4. Yeah, I would do that because I would still have 3/4 and a third trade back into the second round if I need to. What could you get for our stinker Whiteside? Probably like a 5th-round pick, maybe if you're lucky. Slapnut says, hit that like, subscribe, guys, for the best doing it. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Mims or Lamb? I got to go Lamb. Flacco sucks. Well, he's old, you know. I hope getting CeeDee is just a smokescreen for us to get Judy or Ruggs because I feel like CeeDee is overrated more tape I watch. The more I'm not impressed if we get him. Really? I think he's going to be good. I don't think he's ever going to be a burner or anybody like that, but I think he's going to be good. Hey, Philly, when Daniel Jones wins the Super Bowl, that ain't happening. Do you think they'll have to have my draft reaction on America's game? Yeah, you probably will because, of course they'll pick out the thing that makes you look the worst. They did with me. So, yeah, probably. And it was funny because when they asked to sign it, people were like, don't do it, don't do it. I'm like, I don't care. Top 5 wide receivers going when the Eagles pick. Who would you want in the first? Top 4 wide receivers? So, and I'm assuming Mac 10 that is Lamb, Judy, Ruggs, and Jefferson. I'm going to take Mims or trade back. Eagles still need an interior offensive lineman and a swing tackle to complete that. Yeah, and I think you can get that in the mid-rounds, though. Lamb is good. I think so. Gibson is the next Kamara. I really like Gibson, Speaking of sucking and blowing, Dak Prescott is mediocre at best quarterback. He better put on his track shoes. Yeah, I agree with you, Quest. Dak stinks. Lamb averaged more yards per. I think Lamb averaged like 20? Bad though, probably knows like 20, 22. I don't know why Cowboys are so gung-ho on their team. All they got for Christmas was an L. They got an L. And I think Dallas got worse. I actually think the Giants are a better team right now, headed into the season than Dallas. Mims also said he broke his hand, but didn't want to let his team down, so he played the whole season. That's pretty interesting, Shamu. I did not know that. We need a running back. We need a big back. I think we'll get a big back towards the end of the draft. I did another mock, and we got Ruggs in the first with a trade from the Raiders. In the second, Denzel Mims, and the third, Quez Watkins. That would be unbelievable. If Jalen Hurts gets to the third round, do we take him? The Eagles? I don't think so. I don't think they would. CeeDee is DeAndre Hopkins. He does look like DeAndre Hopkins. 2.0, easily the best hands in the draft. Whoever thinks he's overrated is nuts. I like CeeDee Lamb a lot. What time do you think the Eagles draft pick will be? I don't know. It's so hard to, because they've got the telethon going. This thing may be dragged out and drive us crazy. Who knows? Lamb would come in and immediately be the best. Lamb would. He would come in and immediately be the best receiver on this team. Exactly. And then if you could get a guy like let's say Hamler, I'm just throwing a name out there, and you can have him learn under Deshaun Jackson for like a year, oh my God, you're set. Think about this. You get Lamb and Hamler set at wide receiver. Let's say you like Greg Ward, you set at slot. Goddard, you set at tight end. Miles Sanders, you set at running back. You're set for Carson Wentz's prime. That's what we need to do. Then in next, future drafts, then you fortify that offensive line. We want Ruggs. I'll take Ruggs. Yes, Mims said he broke his hand in 2018, but played through it to help his team out. Well, that's good. Good. Am I the only one interested in Clay Chasepool? I like him. Is he a receiver? I'm hearing people say he's going to be a tight end. Who knows? Howie Roseman, Michael, what a beard, my friend. This beard's getting ready to go, Ruiz. I can't stand it anymore. I want to win. I want a wide receiver in the first and a linebacker in the second. I can't imagine us getting a linebacker in the second. Breaking news, Hollywood Brown got traded to the Cowboys. Come on. Why do the Cowboys, somebody tell me, why do they want a receiver so bad? Don't they need defense? CeeDee is more Juju than D-Hop? Wow. I don't see Juju at all in him. I really see it like a spitting image of DeAndre Hopkins. Chase Claypool close. Try Chase Claypool. Chase Pool, is that what I said? Carson is the middle of the pack. He was the hottest quarterback in the last quarter of the year, and that middle of the pack quarterback beat your stacked. Carson's no middle of the pack. Carson's a good quarterback. He just needs weapons. Marquez Stevenson from Houston, there's your speed. I haven't seen him, Kevin. No linebackers worth a second rounder for the Eagles. They don't value linebackers. Claypool reminds you of Whiteside. He's way bigger than him. I want Ruggs. Oh, I love Ruggs. Duvernay is growing on me. He was the third, fourth reception. I think you get him in the mid rounds. 500. You ready to see Lamb burn Darby? I love it. Cowboys can get a quarterback out of the draft. Mike McCarthy's a quarterback genius. He's a quarterback genius. Look. If you have Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, how smart do you have to be? Like, seriously, how smart do you have to be? You give me Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, I'm hoisting a Lombardi. More than one. Why do people keep saying the Eagles are going to draft the linebacker in the first round? Well, they really need linebackers. There was a report they may be interested. I think that was a smokescreen. Seth, Kingbet, you rule. Go Birds, Dallas sucks. Thank you, Seth. Claypool comp is Darren Walker of the real. Okay. Should we get Chase Claypool in the third? Nah. Claypool, I want faster. Give me faster. Judy's best. Judy is, his route running is unbelievable. I like Judy. I have no problem with Judy. You know, Judy is a better fit for Carson Wentz. He has never had a receiver the route running skill. Oh, I agree. And look, don't be surprised. People have said this earlier. Don't be surprised that they throw out Lamb's name because they're really targeting Judy or they're targeting Ruggs. And so they come out with a name that doesn't even matter, you know. I like Jerry Judy. I like his route running. It's phenomenal. Yo, Philly, how's it going, man? Sorry I'm late. No, walk it to him Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Kevin says, I love you, man, but you people are like Toronto Maple Leaf fans. That makes me sick. I want Mims. Grow up. He is the best receiver in the draft. Trust me. Mims, stay where you are until you get Mims. I appreciate that, Kevin. Here's my feeling on Mims. I think Denzel Mims, if you look at it, I think that in 3-4 years, if he develops and lives up to his talent and his ceiling, could very well be the best receiver in this draft. I like Mims a lot. Can you let us know about the NFL mock drafts that can let you trade? Yeah, you know what? I will, after this stream, Kevin, I will put it in the comment section, a link to it, so you can do it. Claypool has hands. I don't dislike Claypool. Philly 5, who's going to play on the other side of Darius Slay since Darby is gone? It's going to be an interesting question. I know people expect Jalen Mills to play safety because the Eagles said they were considering it. I have a feeling it's going to be Jalen Mills. That's just me. How did Ortega run a 4.49 when he looks like he runs a piano on his back? Because once he put the pads on, he's like this. It's just brutal. What's your dream draft rounds, 1 to 3rd? To get first round, get one of the top wide receivers. Second round, land Brandon Ayuk or Denzel Mims. That's my dream scenario. What happens in the third round? No, it wouldn't matter at that point. The comment section is not there. It'll be there, Kevin. After the stream's over, I'll put it in this comment and then I'll pin it. Because I gotta find it. Would you want Ruggs? Absolutely. Ruggs is my guy. I've been preaching about Ruggs for months. If we get Ruggs, then in the second, Denzel Mims, Carson Primes will be consistent 3. You could be right. But will Mims be there in the second? I haven't seen enough of Malik Harrison, to be honest with you. I still have faith in Sidney Jones. I'm open to seeing it. Pro Football Network Simulator, you can trade. That's what it is. That's what it is, Kevin. Pro Football Network is what I use. Cowboys want another receiver because Amari Cooper stinks. He does stink, but they just paid him $20 million. Mims cannot be press coverage in a bad route runner. He's knockoff Des Bryant. Yeah, but the thing is like when I hear things like, bad route runner, can't beat press, those are things that you can work on, you can improve, you can develop. The question is, does he have the physical ability to be able to do those things? And I think he does. I don't get so concerned about that. I'm more concerned of what you can't do. What you can't do is teach speed. You can't teach somebody to be quick. Even route running, really good route runners, you can get better at it, but those guys don't have to be as fast because they're so good at route running. Yo, Philly, what's up? What I missed? Not much. Just talk a little football. The Cowboys should piss off Dak by drafting Love in the first round. I hope so. I think Dallas is going to do something really stupid in this draft. Philly 500, do you think Deshaun Jackson will stay healthy? He's worth the money. I think Deshaun Jackson will play 10 to 11, 12 games at the most. He's always going to miss a few games. As long as he's there in the playoffs, I'm okay. Marcus says, if they draft a linebacker, we get mad. You know what? I can't get mad. If they, let's say they could get Kenneth Murray or Patrick Queen, how can I get mad? They are so bad at linebacker. Now, if they go defensive end, if they go corner, if they go safety, I'm going to be pissed. You be good with Mims and Rager? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I did a video, I don't know if you guys saw last week. I said there's 4 guys, and I didn't include the top 2 guys because I didn't think we would have a chance. But I said there's 4 guys that they have to come away with, one of these 4. Mims, Ruggs, Rager, or Ayuk. Those are one of those 4 guys need to be on the Eagles. Unless they get Lamb or Judy. John Dunham, thank you for Super Chat, buddy. I got the Darius Slay jersey the other day. Sent the pictures to you over Twitter. Oh, I got to go check it out, John Dunham. I haven't really been on Twitter too much. I hate Twitter, to be honest. But I go on there because it's necessary. But I'll go check it out, buddy. Thank you. Do you like it? Did you like it? And thank you for Super Chat. Eagles down by 4 at the 10. Wentz back to pass. He rolls out. He fires. And it's caught. CeeDee Lamb with the touchdown. That's it. I love it. Can you imagine Merrill? Jamar Chase is the number 1 wide receiver. I haven't done anything on next year's receivers yet. Demetrius says, I think Judy is the best. He very well could be. I have Lamb 1, Judy 1A. I think they're very close. Cop said there was no party. What would you do if the Eagles drafted 3 slow receivers? I don't know. I don't know if I can take another slow receiver. I'll be very, very upset. I'm going to start saying things that people are going to get mad at. I'm going to say, look, I think they're wasting Carson's prime. Have you seen Out of the Shades official? Yes, I did. I watched it last night. Fantastic. That's the one with talking about Hollywood and all those kind of things. That was Out of the Shadows. Yeah, it was really good. Alabama receiver next year are better than Judy and Ruggs. Scary, but we're not gonna be able to get them though. Go watch real game tape, not his highlight reel, and look at every sky. Who are you talking about, Bubba? Jamar Chase is an absolute monster. He would be the first wide receiver taken if he came out this year. I'm going to have to go check him out. We can talk about something other than receiver. Sure, just name something, Daniel. 500, say you give me a wrench on the next live stream. Just give it to you now. I think we should get both types of wide receiver, speed and route running. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Oh, thank you, Juan. iShine, what's up with you? There's no way you look at the Eagles and say we need to upgrade anything other than receiver. I don't know what else you could do. They've literally not addressed their offense at all. At all. I think underrated need is D end. We need a young stud to make defense. Well, we got to trust at some point that Derek Barnett will live up to his billing. He was a first-round pick who I didn't want. Howie needs to pull the trigger on Odell Beckham Jr. Trade a 3rd and a 5th, easy done. Take Kenneth Murray, Patrick Queen in the 1st. Trade up and get Ayuk or Rager. Yeah, I mean, look, that all sounds good, but I don't think, from what I heard, Cleveland's not trading him. This is the second that we have this year is nasty and top 5 defense. Yeah, Carson Wentz is a leader. Dak Prescott's throwing parties. That's right. Chase is. I'm gonna have to look at the Chase. You don't like Mims, Bubba, right? You don't like him. You like Jefferson, if I remember correctly, right? I like Mims a lot, but I think Jefferson's is more ready now. John, thank you for Super Chat. Did you also hear that Dak said that he can't support his family with $34 million about the... Really? That's one hell of a budget they're on, you know what I mean? Holy crap. I'm sorry I'm missing it. These are going so quick. Dak got in trouble. I mean, what are they gonna really do to him? I mean, look, I'm sorry, but you can't only keep people under house arrest for so long. You can only tell people to go out for so long. At some point, people are gonna do what they want to do, and nobody has the authority to shut us down like this. This is absolutely wrong, in my opinion. Ayuk and Gandy, I like Gandy Golan. Sub Philly 500, Eagles Nation. Okay, here's your sleeper: Higgins, Clemson. Trust me. I love Higgins. I just did a video on him, H-Stock. I think Higgins is very overlooked. What up, Philly? Can I get a mod? Now, for those mods, remember, only three reasons to get rid of anybody. Spam, racist stuff, or threats. Other than that, let people talk. They can say I'm a fat piece of crap, 3 chins back, man. I don't care. They could talk bad about the Eagles. I don't care. Once is getting ready to be a dad, grilling, hunting, hanging with his wife. Meanwhile, Dak is over here endangering lives or breaking the law. I don't know. What law? What law did he break? For the 500, can I get a wrench? You already got one. Wide receivers and corners lost us a game last year. We addressed corners. I have big problems with what's going on right now, but that would be another stream. Daniel says, love the live stream. By the way, 500, love the cut. Thank you, Daniel. J-Mac, what's up? Yo, 500, remember, bro, if Ruggs falls to 21, we got a deal, man. Love the freaking channel, bro. You have the best sports channel on YouTube, man. Thank you. Look, NVO, even if they just get Ruggs, I get you a draft tag. Done. Even if they get him, you don't even have to get to 21. Just get him for me. That's how bad I want him. If a speedy wide receiver become a corner, would they be a good corner? I mean, not necessarily. Philly 500, what's your thoughts on Sidney Jones and Avonte Maddox? I'm hoping for Sidney Jones to continue to look good like he did at the end of the year last year. And I'm looking for a little bit of a rebound from Avonte Maddox because I don't think he was as good as he was in his first year. Do you think the Eagles could trade back with the Dolphins and get the 26th pick and 39th pick while keeping the 53rd? Yeah, I mean, if they trade back, sure. But I don't know what they would want. Devontae Smith of Alabama will be a stud coming out of the draft next season. Arguably, best hands in the nation, but should throw the whole season next year so we can draft Jamar first overall. Well, I mean, both those guys won't be around when the Eagles pick. Check out Darnell Mooney, possible 4th-round option if we miss out. I got to see him. 3500, do you think building the offense through the draft and defense through free agency is a good move for the future? I think it was a great move for the future. I think that's the only way you could do it because Carson with his cap hit, and then, you really needed to get defensive players that could plug in and play right away. But you want to get guys that are young on the offensive side of the ball that are going to be with Carson throughout his prime. So I think it was the right move. 500, I think Barnett could lose his starting role if he isn't careful. He could. He's got to be better. Also, Philly 5, research running back from Memphis, first name Darryl. Okay. Let's go. Thank you, 500. Love you, brother. Come on, everybody. Say a prayer. We get Ruggs. Let's pray, man. Let's get him. Can you whistle? I'm talented. You know what I mean? I'm talented. What I hear is that Sidney Jones has put some size and he's working with corners, a cornerback guru. I did hear about the cornerback guru. I'm hoping, Who could take being house on a hurricane? I know. I'm done, dude. What backup quarterback do you want as a backup? I wouldn't. I mean, as far as a rookie, I don't know. I'm not really. There's nobody I'm really like, I would like to see us get that rookie. I would like to see McCown come back for another year. If the top wide receivers are gone, we need Murray, the middle linebacker, then trade up in the second for a wide receiver. I just can't imagine the Eagles taking a linebacker. So we got 443 people here. Please please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's at least get over 300 likes. If we get over 300 likes, I will shut my mouth about likes. But be sure to subscribe. We're going to be streaming a lot this weekend. And, of course, the draft. So you don't want to miss it. Which position wouldn't you want to draft? There's a lot of positions I don't want to draft. You mean at all? Draft at all? I don't think they need another interior defensive lineman. I think we're good there. In the first round, I don't want to see a defensive back. I don't want to see a defensive end. I don't mind those later in the draft, but not in the first 2 rounds. The only defensive position I think is worth taking in the first, and I can't get mad, is linebacker. Don't you think Mims will be like Nelson Aguilar-like player? No. Nelson Aguilar stinks. Denzel Mims is bigger, more physical, and Denzel Mims can play on the outside. Nelson Aguilar could never play on the outside. This is kind of what scares me a little bit about Justin Jefferson, is if he can't play on the outside, then what? You know, and I'm not saying he's Nelson Aguilar. He's way better than Nelson Aguilar. He's going to be a good player, but I want a guy that can play outside in the first round. All we needed: wide receiver, linebackers, offensive guard. Yeah, we do need a guard. And Mims can actually. Oh, I didn't see that. Is Cam still an option? As I don't want Cam Newton. You know, I don't want to spend the money on him. Which name would you get pissed if the Eagles draft? There's a lot of names. Any defensive end in the first round, I'm going to be pissed. You want Eagles to take a receiver both first and second? Absolutely. I want a double dip. You know what I mean? If they draft a punter or kicker, will you still Nick Foles? Yes, I will. If C.J. Henderson is there, I would run to the podium. The thing that gets me is, if you don't take a receiver in the first round, you have to wait to the 53rd pick. You're talking 4 or 5 receivers off the board in the first. 3 or 4, maybe 5 by the time you pick in the second. You're 10, 11, 12 deep. Wide receivers gone, and you're saying, oh, Roseman, the guy that could never get a receiver right. Go ahead and choose. I can't do it. I don't think the Eagles can afford to take anybody else but a receiver. I don't want that quarterback back this year. He sucks. I'm talking about the quarterback that took Wentz's place when he went down to, McCown. Oh, I don't care for him. I was hoping Sudfeld would be the number 2 and he could be the 3 like a coach. 500, what kind of Eagles jersey do you plan on purchase? My next jerseys are going to be Wentz and Miles Sanders. Unless they get Ruggs. If they get Ruggs, I go right to Ruggs. Justin Jefferson is good in the red. Jefferson's going to be good. Damon Arnett Jr. from Ohio, to me, is one of the most underrated corners in this draft. He's overlooked because he played with Okuda. Upgrade your quarterback's fine. Just got here. What's up? Oh, what's up, Carter? How are you? Eagles should trade up in the first and the second round. Get 2 speedy wide receivers, weapons for. I agree. If they don't have to even trade. There's enough. How you feel about Aaron Fuller? Haven't seen enough of him to give you a legitimate, honest opinion. Drafting Ruiz in the first would be like Daniel Jones last draft. I don't think you take a center in the first round. I don't. I know Dallas did, a few years back, but I don't think you do it. You tell him, Kara. Honestly, don't think Higgins is going to be a first round. I don't either. I think he's going to second. So I think you trade up for Ruggs. I like that. And then take Higgins in the second round. Perfect. Yeah, I have no problem with that, Mr. Blue, whatsoever. Victor says, in the 15th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select wide receiver Henry Ruggs. Philly 500. White rerun time. Running around, flipping out. Going to be awesome. Sending hats out. It's going to be great. First round value, Henderson would probably start opposite Slay. He might, but you got big problems on offense. They're not going to trade Ertz, no way. I would consider it. I would consider it for the right price. What's up, 500? Go Cowboys. Cowboys winning Super Bowl 1. Dak gets his money he deserves. Come on, Z-Fan. You know you guys stink. Dak out here partying. My boy Wentz out here practicing and saying he's going to start getting his pregnant wife running routes. Wentz is dedicated, brother. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, RK Tough? Trade for a top 10 pick and select Lamb. Love it, AP. I love it. I'm excited for our picks, but I'm worried about serious injuries during camp. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't even know what's going to happen with camp and all those kind of things. We got 482 people here. Please like, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Appreciate you guys. And once again, I will be on Bad Dog's channel tonight. So check his channel out, Bad Dog Sports. Be on there, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. I also have another video out later tonight, too. So, a lot of stuff going on. Did you hear the rumor San Fran offered Dante Pettis for Rasul? Would you make that trade? I heard something like that, and I would have walked away. I'm not a big Pettis guy. You know? I'm not. I like Amik Robinson, Carter. What if Javon Kinlaw falls to pick 21? Not doing it, man. I mean, look at the amount. Look at the amount of defensive, what we're paying our defense. Can't do it. I need a receiver, man. Tony says 500. Will you smoke a stogie on draft night? If we draft Ruggs, Lamb, Judy, it's on. Lamb, I think Lamb has maybe the best hands, probably best hands, big catch radius. I think he's an absolute stud. I think he reminds me of He reminds me of DeAndre Hopkins, and I think he's an instant day one starter on the outside. And to me, you got to go for him if you can. Don't rule out the Jags number 9 pick and Yannick. Okay, so Jags 9 and Yannick. It would be nice for that Jags pick to pick 20 and 21 this year. You want to give up a first this year and next year. See, here's the thing. If you wait them out, if you're going to deal with Yannick, same thing with the Giants. Just wait them out. They got no leverage. They're going to have to trade him, even if they have to wait to the trade deadline. I would do that. 3500, do you have a new draft song? I don't have a new draft song yet. A husband and wife Eagle fan for life. Not yet. Yo, Philly, I never told you this, but I lived near Foxborough around Pat fans my whole life. But when the Eagles played the past the Super Bowl 52, I betrayed my friends and went all out for the Birds. Interesting, Elliot. Interesting. Now you're stuck as an Eagle fan, huh? Why get Yannick when you have Barnett? I guess because people don't believe in Barnett. We need a big red zone back at some point. I think you're going to get one. I think later in the draft. I think later to undrafted free agent. I think they'll get one. Would you do Razul and a late pick for? Yes, I would. I like Breida. Philly doing a good job, my guy. Thank you, Jeremy. Philly fan in Dallas. Would you take Antonio Gibson in the second round? I think that's a little early. Personally, I would do it in the third. Judy is Amari Cooper with his elite route running. Lamb is like DeAndre. Ruggs is like Tyreek. Hopefully, Judy's a little tougher than Amari Cooper, because Amari Cooper ain't very tough. When the game's on the line, in the cold, in December, in Philly, for the division, Amari Cooper goes to the sideline. Philly 500, will you be making mock draft videos? Yeah, I want to make 2. I got to make one this weekend, an Eagles only, and then hopefully, like Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll have a 32 team first round mock. Make a song about Dak and dumb things. Okay. I don't see Yannick going to New York because he said he wants to be in a winning environment of all teams. Listed Eagles are winning. That's true. That's a good point. A.J. Dillon is a beast. He reminds me of Chris Henry. Snag him. Yeah, I would go for A.J. Dillon in the 4th. I think that would be awesome. You'd go Rager over Ayuk. I mean, I have no problem with that. I understand the argument. I like Ayuk. 3,500, looking at the roster right now, who would you start at wide receivers besides Deshaun? Right now, if you're looking at it, you got Arcega-Whiteside on one side, and you got Deshaun Jackson on the other, and you got Greg Ward in the slot. Those are your receivers. It's not good. I know you have Lamb ahead of Ruggs, but it sounds like you would be happier with Ruggs. Well, I guess, Ryan, what it is, like, I never thought that Lamb or Judy were even a remote possibility. So I focused on Ruggs because I'm like, I think that he can fall back in an area where the Eagles could trade up and it's reasonable. So I spent a lot of time on Ruggs, and I just think he's a perfect fit. But I know Lamb is better, and I know Judy are better. Derek Barnett is underrated. The pressures the quarterback and leads to 2 other guys get sacks, 2 miss. Well, yeah, buddy. I mean, I hear you. I remember people used to say Mike Mamula is underrated because he gets a lot of hurries, but he never got to the quarterback. Yeah, at some point, you got to get to the quarterback. Now, I think Derek Barnett is going to have a better year. He's going to be healthy, and that would be awesome. Ernest Davis, thank you for the super chat, buddy. How do I donate more than $1.99? You have to go through that scroll thing. I don't know exactly how it works, but thank you for the super chat. Fly Porter Fly, Philly 500, Pittman Jr., what you think? I like him. I think he's decent. I think he's a 3rd or 4th round pick, in my opinion. Philly, look at KJ Hamler and the separation he consistently gets. Dude is a beast. Behind the big 3, he's my favorite wide receiver. Okay, Mike. I like him. I'm a little worried about his hands. He's a little small, but he's very dangerous. I think he's boom or bust. 2 hands says, Philly 500, what's up, bro? Live from Richmond, Virginia. If Philly goes defense in the 1st and trade up in the 2nd, still get a solid receiver, just thought, bro, don't curse me out. No, I ain't gonna curse you out. Everybody has a right to their opinion. I mean, it depends who it is. I probably at first I won't be happy, but it depends who the receiver is, depends who the defensive player is. Like I said, if the Eagles get a linebacker, I can't get mad at that. So do you trade up and Lamb or stay and get Murray? Oh, I trade up, Carter. Eagles should get Aguilar, make 500 mad. You want to see Walcom? I can't stand Nelson Aguilar. Ortega needs to go if he doesn't produce this year. I worry about. I'm very worried about Ortega Whiteside. I'm not gonna lie. No one wants an injured and 17 million Jeffrey. No. Philly, tell everybody about Derek Tuska. Oh, I like him. I liked him. I watched some of him. I think he's very underrated. I would not mind him in the mid rounds. You know what I mean? I don't know how early he's gonna go, but I think he's good. Philly 500. What do you think of Bryce Sturt? Haven't watched enough of him to give you an honest opinion. Timmy Don Rose says Mims is a beast. Forget about Lamb, plus Mims won't cost us any draft picks. I promise you, Mims is the wide receiver we need. His hands and route running is just as good as any wide receiver draft. I don't know if his route running is as good as yet as a guy like Judy or Lamb, especially Judy, but I think that Denzel Mims, if he lives up to his talent and his ceiling, could be very easily the best wide receiver in this draft. No question. What do I think of Nelson Aguilar? I think he stinks. I one of the most aggravating players that I've ever watched. Elliot says Stinkler needs to make like an Eagles fly far away. Absolutely. Jeffrey going to come back and play well for the Eagles. Oh, look, I hope so, Murda. But he just looked so slow to me. So slow. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb thing with a grain of salt. Yeah, you got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to understand. By tomorrow, you're probably going to hear the Eagles hate the top 3 wide receivers. You're going to hear the Eagles want to trade back. The Eagles want to stay. It's going to be everything. But one thing will be right, you know? We're going to cover all of it, regardless whether it's right or not. If we get wide receivers in the first and second, what do we do in the linebacker position? I see the Eagles, just knowing how the Eagles operate, I see the Eagles taking linebacker between the 4th and 6th round. And I see them also signing 2 or 3 undrafted linebacker free agents. The Eagles don't take linebackers early. It's just not something they do. And I'm not saying they shouldn't. They should. All smoke and mirrors this time. Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors. You don't know. It's too hard to tell. But it's exciting to talk about. I enjoy it. I enjoy the part of the build-up. I like to talk about every rumor. I like to talk about everything. I like to analyze it. I like to give my opinion on it. That's what I am. I'm an opinionist. Which linebacker do I like to? I mean, Isaiah Simmons is like my dream linebacker. If he's even a line, is he a linebacker, safety? I don't know what the hell he is. He's awesome. And then after him, I would say Murray. I like Kenneth Murray, then Patrick Queen. Hey, Philly 500. Imagine Ruggs and Hamler on the Eagles. It'd be fast. Please sing the Nelson Aguilar song. You mean this one? Nelson, he stings. Gonna make Raider fans drink. Thank you. And Beto because you're feeding YouTube. Thank you. Corey Clement's a free agent. I don't know if he'll be back. Take Jeffrey in round 1, Michael Pittman Jr. in round 2, then we'll be the future. Man, but boy, we'll be really slow. Young Easy, man, that's a little too slow for me. I want speed. Isaiah Simmons or CeeDee Lamb? Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I talk a lot about receiver, and I'm gonna totally flip it. But if I had a chance to get Isaiah Simmons, I view Isaiah Simmons as defensive player of the year type guy. I'd have to take him. I'd have to take him because he's that good. He's just too good. I just think he's going to be so good in the NFL. Hey, Philly, if we can't trade up for Ruggs, take Jefferson or trade back and take Mims. I would trade back and take Mims. Drew, what's going on with you? Rockin', what's up with you? What do you think Jalen Mills will play at safety? I don't know. I think he'll play okay, but I really think he's going to end up at corner again. That's just a feeling. Rockley, thank you for Super Chat. What's your favorite non-Eagles player and team of all time? I don't have a favorite non-Eagle team. My favorite non-Eagle player of all time is Barry Sanders. He's my favorite non-Eagle player. But I don't have any. I am not a fan of any other team. I hate them all. I'm only an Eagles fan. I only like the Eagles. I only care about the Eagles. I respect players. I like players, but only the Eagles. And Barry Sanders would be my all-time favorite non-Eagle. Philly, I think we should have a red zone package for Greg Ward at court. I don't think that's a bad idea. Ruggs and Claypool, okay. I think that's a good fit. Trade up for 11 with the Jets and take Lamb or Ruggs if Lamb isn't there. I like it, Brian. Hudson to play the hybrid safety. I haven't seen enough of him, Elbat. I haven't seen enough of him to make like a fair statement on it. A lot of teams do have a number one wide receiver already, so we could get a gem in the second. 500 linebackers get thin after second round, so why not get Murray if linebackers? Well, I shine because okay. Let's think of this. So let's say you don't get a receiver in the first, you take a linebacker, right? Now you're not going to pick again till 53. So what are you picking? The 8th, 9th, 10th linebacker? I mean wide receiver. I'm sorry. So now you're picking the 8th, 10th wide receiver. Let's say between 8 and 10, and you're asking Howie Roseman to make the right pick, who can't pick wide receivers. So that scares the hell out of me. I feel like we're going to screw it up. Plus, here's the other thing. The Eagles don't value linebackers. A lot of times, they only use 2 linebackers on the field at the same time. So if you just take how they value them, it doesn't make sense to take Murray. Now, if they took Murray, I love it. I like Kenneth Murray. I can't get mad at that pick. But it would be so opposite of what the Eagles have done. You think Desmond Chase Claypool or DK Metcalf? I think they very well could be. S. Marie says, Bad Dog Sports and Philly 500 talking NFC East top 2 teams. Eagles and Giants on Bad Dog Sports YouTube channel tonight at 10:30 Eastern. Yes. S. Marie, yes. Thank you so much. Philly 500. Next jersey will be Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones jersey. Like, all you need a Jerry Jones outfit is just look at, Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars. That's Jerry Jones. We should trade the Raiders' 12th pick. You just want to torture me with Nelson Aguilar. Trade up for receiver in a second, give up less, and still find a good receiver. But who's going to pick the good receiver? This always is my thing. Who is picking the receiver? This is a big issue. Nobody can answer. Hey, 500, how you doing? Was listening to Cowherd, and he doesn't believe Philly would trade up for Lamb. He is skeptical because Howie doesn't let anything get out and thinks Lamb will be a bust. Leonard, he could be right. It could be all smokescreen. It's totally possible. The way I see it is there's going to be a lot of rumors all different kind of ways. And we just got to talk about all of them because one of them, something is going to happen. Browns want to trade out of the 10, grab a pick in the 20s because they have their eyes set on offensive tackle going to 20s. Well, see, and this is where it becomes interesting because when you had those old value charts, right, the original ones, they never accounted for teams wanting to trade back. But what I think Belichick and some other people said was, like, it is valuable to some teams to trade back. There's value in it. So if a team is motivated to trade back, they tend to do it for less than what other teams normally would. So if a team like Cleveland's really that motivated to move back and they can go into the 20s at 21, they may take less than a normal team would or could get for that trade back because it's valuable, you know? So if that's the case, that may be the team to try to trade for. You think Odell trade talks were fabricated? I think they were bull, yeah. We signed Clay Matthews to vet minimum? Maybe. Edward, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. So we got 465 people here, 302 likes. If you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We're going to be doing this a lot and streaming the draft. So I really appreciate it. Hey, 500, I just remodeled my basement with a pool table and a new TV so I can watch your draft live stream and the draft stuff. What do you think? I think that's awesome, Zeke fan. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Howie's on the hot seat. Hope he don't shart and come up with another. I hear you, Brian. What was worse, 2016 Eagle receivers or 2019 Eagle? I think the 2019 receivers were. No disrespect, the Browns need a lot more than yeah, they do. Joe Horn, I remember Joe Horn, was a mediocre wide receiver his first few years in NFL. So you got to give him a chance. I'm not saying you can't give him a chance. I'm just saying that based upon what I've seen, I don't feel great about it. Do you think we could bring back Kendricks? Well, Kendricks, I think he tore his ACL, so I wouldn't. 500 thoughts on linebacker Jordan Brooks in second. Based on the tape I ranked him, I like him. I can't see the Eagles taking a linebacker that early, but if they did, I would have no problem with it. Would you trade Wentz if he gets... No, Wentz ain't going nowhere. Wentz is my man. Hey, 500, trade the 21 and 53rd to the Dolphins for their 26th and 39th. Wait. So I got to get more. If I'm the Eagles, I got to get more for that. Take Rager at 26 and then either Ayuk or Higgins at 39. I don't mind that, but I got to get more. It's not enough. I'm concerned that Hamler's lack of aggressiveness and height will make it hard to play outside. especially against man coverage. Yeah, I mean, I think you got to play him. I think you got to play him on the outside. But I hear you, Philly. I want my Pats to move up with Detroit Lions third overall. My Pats trade first round, 23rd overall, third round pick, sixth round pick, and Stephon Gilmore. Then my Pats draft Justin Herbert. I don't know if that could get you to the third overall pick. But you really want to get rid of Gilmore? No, I wouldn't get rid of Gilmore. What would you get? Well, unless you guys are rebuilding, what would you give up for Odell Beckham Jr.? I'd give a second round pick up for him. I would do a second round pick. Hey, Philly, Lamb, Odell Beckham Jr., and Jackson equal Super Bowl. Very well could. 500, what do you think will be the wide receiver that will fit the most of the red zone? Well, I definitely think that's one of Justin Jefferson's strong points. Is he would be very good in the red zone. I think Judy would be good in the red zone. I think Lamb could be good in the red zone. Jay Green, thank you for super chat. If we trade up and get Lamb and he somehow busts, is Howie job in jeopardy? Yes. Jay Green, yes. Howie can't miss it. We fans, we can miss it. He can't miss it. He's missed too many receivers. You know? Wentz has to show up this year. No, didn't he show up last year? You're starting to look like Kelsey. I know, everybody says it. Hungry dogs run fast. Thank you. Philly Fighter, what do you think about Laviska? I like Laviska Shenault, third or fourth round. I like him though. I'm Jay Ruiz. What's up with you? Hey 500, love your commitment, bro. Keep up the good. Thank you, Mad Eagle. Philly 500, what do you think about Jameis Winston at backup? I think that's interesting. I might consider that. You remember Dorial Green Stinkum? I do. I was so glad when they got him. Well, how wrong was I? Nasty Nick says 500. I went to my Pats to move up with Detroit. Yeah, I saw that. I think that that's you're gonna have to give up more. Once you get those fast receivers, JJ is going to be in a situation with smaller, less talented corners on him, and he's going to thrive. Great jump ball guy. Could be Big Birds, I mean. Could be, and I'm okay with that. Cussell loves Shenault. I like Shenault too. I do. But, him being injured really hurt his stock. Colin Cowherd, close with Howie, says the Eagles won't trade up for Lamb. Says the class is deep at receiver, and it would be a mistake to trade up in a particular draft. Very interesting. But if he's really friends with Howie, why would he tell everybody that's Howie's plan? If he's really friends with Howie, by letting everybody know that, every team behind is now going to want to jump the Eagles. So that's not really a friend. But it could be misdirection. You see what I mean? Is DJ Moore off the team? Yeah, I think so, Devin. I haven't heard anything about it. I can definitely see us trading with the Browns to get Lamb. If we get another good wide receiver, we should definitely be in Super Bowl talks. Agreed. Alshon has a Liz Frank injury. He is not going to be back until probably week 6, 7. If the Eagles trade up, Lamb, Judy Ruggs, and Isaiah Simmons are on the board, who would you take? At first, I would take Judy or Lamb, but I probably have to take Isaiah Simmons. I really feel like Isaiah Simmons is a top 5 player in this draft. I would have to break my protocol. I'd have to break everything I say because he's just too talented. Again, if Roseman tells you it's sunny tomorrow, pack an umbrella. Absolutely. What are the chances we get Lamb? Do you think it will happen? I think there's a chance. I think the Eagles are going to try to move up. I believe that they're going to try to move up. Whether they can or they can't, I don't know. I think the best trade up, best likely scenario is Ruggs. But I think they're going to try. I really feel like this draft for us is going to be as successful as the same draft where the Saints got people like Kamar, Thomas, and Lattimore. I hope so, Space God. That's what we need. Wentz holds the ball too long. That's why he lead all quarterbacks in turnovers. Well, he didn't throw 30 interceptions. He had some fumbles. He didn't have 30 interceptions. If we, Ockley, thank you for Super Chat. If my Hawks get T. Higgins, good luck beating us. All right. You never know. And here's the other thing with Wentz, okay? Maybe he wouldn't hold the ball long if guys were fast enough to get open. They can't get open. Do I like Jim Schwartz? I think Jim Schwartz is a good coach. I think that he does a good job. I don't like his scheme. I just don't like the scheme. Funny, someone in the chat said Wentz needs to do more. Yeah, I mean, with nothing. We don't have to worry about Jefferson being able to play on the outside if we just trade up for Ruggs. That's very true. So, I couldn't even do it, Jimmy Kimmel. I don't even know if I could. Lattimore, Kamara, Thomas in the draft is unbelievable. It is. He had 7 interceptions. Dak had 7 in 2 games. Absolutely. In North Dakota doing home repair, I'll tell you, Oh, you're in North Dakota? What do you mean? Oh, Danny Lunkenheimer, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. The more I study Ruggs, the more I like him. He's the perfect receiver for the Eagles. He's not just fast, he's very versatile, and he can line up anywhere on the field. Imagine him with Carson. Danny, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. I could not agree with you more. You are so right. He is the perfect. I'm telling you, Henry Ruggs is going to be a star. The Entertainer? You mean the song? Duh and duh. I don't even remember the words, to be honest with you. I gotta go back and listen to it. It's been a while since I did The Entertainer. But thank you, Danny, for the super chat. Hey, 500, I came along a video where EDP went into a Cowboys training camp. Got to admit it was funny. No fight broke out. He went into a when was this? 500, would you use one of our fourth rounds? Yes, I would. I would use that, pal, to get A.J. Dillon. Carson has 42 fumbles since being in the league, but Dak is second with 37, but Cowboys fans don't bring that up. Yeah, look, Carson has to do a better job holding on to the ball too long. We could talk about that all day, but I'm telling you, some of that will go away if you give him the right receivers. You know, look, when you ever see Carson, right, he goes back, he starts to keep the play alive, he's scrambling. Do you notice all the receivers just stand around? They don't move. They just stand there. You look at the greats. You look at, like, Antonio Brown. You even look at Deshaun Jackson. These guys, when their quarterback scrambles, they can turn upfield and go and get open. These guys can't. You start giving Carson weapons, guys that can get open, I'm telling you, you're going to have these plays that are huge. Like, think of the Week 1 2017 with Aguilar where he keeps it alive. You're going to have more of those plays than not. Jamal Thomas, what's up, buddy? I think Ayuk is the sleeper receiver. I love Brandon Ayuk. Like, I love him so much. Yeah, I'm with you, Jamal. We didn't talk about Wentz fumbling in 2017. Well, he fumbled a couple times there, too. Real easy, put Dak on our offense the last 6 weeks of the season. Yeah, they wouldn't win a game. Yo, 500, what's up, my guy? What's up, Damien? How are you? Josh Gordon is a free agent, isn't he? He would fit nicely. Yeah, but I don't know what his situation with the drug offenses and all stuff. T.O., I love Terrell Owens. Trade back with the Packers. Take Rager, then the second round, take Pittman or T. Higgins. I would take Higgins before I would take Pittman. 500, are you streaming the first round of all? I'm streaming all of them. Maybe not the last day, we'll see. But the first 2 nights, I'm streaming. So you be here. Everybody, if you want, be sure to like and subscribe because we're going to be streaming the draft. You don't want to miss it. I remember Dorial Green Stinkum. I do, Mr. Blue. JJ turned around a couple times against Dallas. Yeah. Well, 500, what scheme would you play with the Eagles? 3-4, some type of defense. I like the 4-3 defense, but what I like is I like the belief in the blitz. I believe the old Buddy Ryan style, which he was 46 defense, but I like the old style of Buddy Ryan, Jim Johnson. I believe that in today's NFL, where you have so much talent and you have so many rules against you, the only way to beat a good defense, to really make an impact, you got to get to the quarterback. So I believe in the blitz. I'm a heavy believer in the blitz. I like blitz coming from all different angles. He doesn't like to do it. He likes to rush 4. He also likes to play the sticks. I don't like that. Never played a Super Bowl with Dallas like he did with us. Who is that? If all the wide receivers are gone, should we select quarterback? Henderson at 21. No, I would trade back at that point. I would trade back. Jimmy Johnson's style was the best. He fell off on defense after he passed. Yeah, what do you think it takes to trade up for Lamb? I'm thinking a first this year, third this year, a second next year, maybe something like that. Mims said the Eagles have shown the most. That's great. That's great. Philly, thoughts on the Broncos in talks with Browns about trading up to 10 for a wide receiver? And you already know they want Ruggs. Oh, I think they want Lamb. You know, I think this is the type of season we're in, right? Yesterday, the Eagles say they want to go up, or people say the Eagles want to go up and get Lamb. Well, you got to get up to 10 or 11. Then, today, the Broncos, they want Lamb. They want to get up to 10 or 11. You don't know. The Eagles could have did that to try to see who would want to trade up to kind of provoke. So you kind of know what you're dealing. There's a lot of craziness going on. Look, Philly, I know we both want Ruggs. Yes, we do. But if we both But if we have both Lamb and Ruggs there, what would you do? I pick Ruggs because I don't think Lamb is there, but man, I don't know. What would you think? Because it's a deep draft and because there's guys like Rager and Ayuk on the board that could possibly be on the board, and if I could keep my second round pick, I got to go Lamb. I got to go Lamb. I love Ruggs. I think Ruggs is the perfect, but Lamb plays right away. I got to go Lamb. But I mean that's not to say I don't. I'm personally, my personal favorite is Ruggs, but I have to recognize that I think Lamb is higher rated. We've had Todd Bowles and McDermott since then. Yeah, I thought they gave up on McDermott too soon. Would you like to get Jarvis Landry to be the veteran on the team behind Deshaun? I think Landry would be. It depends. It would have to be cheap because Landry plays in the slot, right? So I love Lamb, but I'm a bigger fan of Judy. I totally get that. Foles never went 11-2 and was second in the leader in passing touchdowns when he was still injured. Not when he was still injured, but he did have a good year. Philly, I think I want Isaiah Simmons as well. He's a top 5. Look, I would. He's the only guy that I throw my receiver stuff in the first round out because I just think he's that good. Philly, if you could choose between Ruggs and Higgins or CeeDee and Hamler. So Ruggs and Higgins, CeeDee and Hamler, who do you take? Ruggs and Higgins. I'll go Ruggs and Higgins. Landry is just a wide receiver. Ertz. What do you mean, Ertz? I did the draft over. I gave up the 21, 105, and a fourth, and a 21, 25th Raiders to get to get all the way up to 12. Okay, but you still have your second, right? You still have your second round pick, and you'd still have 2 fourths. I would do it. 5,500. What do you think about Ruggs, Mims on the field with the Eagles? Chris, that's like one of my dreams. That's one of my dream combinations. Ruggs, Mims, Ruggs, Ayuk, Lamb, Ayuk, Lamb, that would fit. Would you use Ertz in a trade-up scenario? I would consider using Ertz as a trade-up, yes. I would trade for Christian Kirk. I do like Christian Kirk. Let's get it, absolutely. The draft's going to be really interesting, Robbie. There's no question about it. How sure are you that we are going to trade up? Do you think it's closer trade up for CeeDee or Ruggs? I think the Eagles are going to try. I've been saying that the Eagles were going to trade up since the all season, and now there's a chance. I still think that if you do trade up, most likely you're going to have a better chance to get Ruggs than CeeDee. Von Miller tested. That's crazy, Jamal. Man, don't you hate when they talk about potentially getting up to 7 or 12 to get a franchise wide receiver? My hope is go all the way up. I just hope I'm not set to be let down. Yeah, well, the guy's got to work out, right? If you don't work out, then you're screwed. You go up and get CeeDee Lamb that early, he needs to be DeAndre Hopkins. Just give me Lamb. I don't even care anything else. I hear ya. T.O. is more a Niner for life than a bum Cowboys. Yeah, when I think of T.O., I think of... you got to think of him as a 49er. You don't like Pittman Jr. from USC? He's going to be... I like him. I like him in the third. I don't like him in the first 2 rounds. Last Jedi, what's going on with you? Would you trade our 21st overall, for 2 seconds? 1 this year and 1 next year and a 4th? No. No, I'd have to have 2 seconds this year in a deep wide receiving draft. DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, would you take? DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore's a stud. What do you think about Joe being back up? Joe being, what do you mean about, who's Joe? Tim, what do you mean? I really think the Eagles should find a way to keep both Dallas and Ertz together until they retire. They unstoppable. Well, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And you got to remember, Ertz is already 29, Odell and a 10 for Yannick and 9? Nah. Hit the like button. Yes. So I'm going to do about 5 more minutes. Then I'm going to go. I got to go edit a video to release it. And then I'm going to be on Bad Dog's channel tonight. Bad Dog Sports, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Come hang out with us. It's going to be fun. And if you haven't, please like, please subscribe. We're going to be doing this a lot this weekend. And we're going to be streaming the draft live. So you don't want to miss it. I think Flacco is too old. I read that JJ article. I think it's very true also. I think we really do need to get rid of the... I agree. Terrell Owens was treated the same way in San Francisco as he was when he was in Philly. The only team that showed Terrell Owens love was the Cowboys for life. Cowboys screwed him too. Come on, man. You had to do a little love fest between Romo and Witten going, and they wouldn't even include Terrell Owens. You guys treated him like dirt. It's just that he was out of chances. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't speak up because everybody had screwed him. Terrell Owens should have stayed an Eagle. Ruggs and Rager would be scary. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Space God. You know? What if Chase Young gets gas mask at the draft falls? So that would be... Yeah, I mean, you have to take Chase Young at that point. Are you going to any games this year? Fans are... I have no idea. I was hoping to go to a couple. You know, then again, you know, like, I stream every week, and I have over 1,000 people in every one. It's like, I almost can't go. Bad Dog King Dingbat Stream Collab must watch stream. Thank you, Last Jedi. Like the video and subscribe, support. Thank you, S. Marie. 500, just search up EDP goes to Cowboys training camp. I'm going to do that. I'm going to ask him about it. Know what would happen, but would you trade away our best 2 defensive linemen for Chase Young? No. You mean Fletcher Cox? No. That's why Tio tried to kill him. He did. 500, what's the Eagles' record going to be this year? Right now, I think we're a 10-6 team. But, you know, if we add some offensive pieces, we're good. Philly Fresh, my man. Shout out to Philly Fresh. If you guys haven't, go check him out, sub him up. Great guy. Great video maker. Would you take Zeke over Miles Sanders? Well, yeah, I mean, I think Zeke Elliott is yes. I mean, he's a little older, so, you know, in that term, maybe not. But, I mean, you got to say he's better. But I'd take Saquon Barkley over him, over Zeke. 500, Jason Kelsey return with us. Yes, he will. Hey, 500, can't wait to watch you with Bad Dog. You're the best. Thank you, husband and wife, Eagle. It's going to probably get a little strange, a little conspiracy theory, a little out there, you know. It never stays sports. Fans aren't going to any games this year. It seems like not. McNabb, screw TL, yeah. I think we trade with the Browns mainly because of the past trades with Cleveland, plus Andrew Barry leaving for Philly and Cleveland will help. Yeah, it could be true. Especially if Cleveland's really, like, if they're really determined to trade back, it'll help. Yo, 500, why is your boy Mark Holmes so sensitive? I said his Cowboys quarterback was worth 140. Because he doesn't have carbohydrates. You don't have carbohydrates for weeks and weeks. You get moody. You run out of chickens to sacrifice in your backyard. You get moody. The guy lives with a voodoo doll. You know what I mean? He can't take it. He's probably haunted at night. iShine, thank you for the super chat. Whoa, I almost destroyed my mic. iShine, thank you for the super chat. Hey, when our team is completely... When our team is completely weaker at linebacker or wide receivers, be honest, Philly. We're really weak at linebacker. I'm not going to lie to you with that. Yeah, you're probably right. Because at least you have 33-year-old Deshaun Jackson. However, here is the balancer, right? That balances out for me. The most important player on your team is your franchise quarterback, who you just signed to an extension. You can't allow him not to have weapons. Now, if I was running the team, I would have no problem taking a linebacker in the first round, second round. I would have done it in previous years. They don't, but I'm just saying, if you just look at the Eagles, they don't do it. But iShine, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. Don't take anything Cowherd. I'm not worried about what Cowherd said, you know. It's not me who's against linebacker. It's the Eagles. They don't like linebackers. Our best linebacker on our team is Nate Gary. Enough said. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But, I mean, you know, my thoughts on Mike Missinelli, I'm all right with Mike. I mean, I know Mike, you know, I've been listening to Mike a long time when he was at WIP and stuff. Well, if he doesn't talk politics, I'm fine. When he starts his politics cry, I can't take it. By the end of this draft, the Eagles will be solidified NFC champs, Super Bowl. I love it. You know? Mike Missinelli. 500, I got my girlfriend's mom's legs up in the air. Should I tell her? Tell her that you want a medium steak rare. Peace out. All right, Riley. See ya. Okay. Oh, God bless everyone. Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys go linebacker, who would you? If I went linebacker, of course you're not going to get Isaiah Simmons, Last Jedi. I would want probably Kenneth Murray. Mike's voice drives me crazy. I can't. Asshole. I hear you. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go. I got to go on Bad Dog Show in a few hours. 10:30 Eastern time, I'll be on there. So go to Bad Dog Sports, subscribe. You'll see me there. It should be interesting. And I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for all the super chats. I do have a video going to drop probably in a couple hours, maybe less. But I'll be putting that out later. But I appreciate everybody being here. We're going to do this a lot. And if you haven't, please like, please subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Love yous. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.